Hi, CFM family. My name is Heather Williams, and I am Dr. Campbell's nurse and health coach. Some patients of ours have asked for a tutorial of how to use the portal, so I'm going to show you how to do that. We have two ways that I can show you how to use the portal. One is through your web browser on your computer or laptop, and the other is with our app on an iPhone or Android device. So I'll show you both of those. A little background. Historically, at CFM, we have used email addresses and direct contact with Dr. Campbell via text or phone calls, emails, all manner of ways to get in touch with Dr. Campbell. And we pride ourselves on giving you access to provide concierge care. But what you may not know is every contact point has to be included in your medical record. That is just the way that it works. We have to add every interaction to your chart so that way later, if we need to refer back to it, we can. This creates a lot of work for our staff because we have to copy text messages, copy emails, and any other communications into your chart. So in an effort to reduce workload and therefore give us more time for the actual caring of patients, as well as reducing the number of touch points. For example, if you call to leave a message and then email Dr. Campbell and then send her a text message or maybe text one of the staff members, that's many different people in many different places that are involved in handling and resolving whatever it is that caused you to reach out. So it actually creates more work and we spend more time trying to handle the solutions to take care of you. So 2019, one of our major goals was to get more and more people using and comfortable with the portal. And I believe that's happened. Many of you are using the portal and find it to be very valuable. What our questions that we frequently get about using the portal is things like, well, I couldn't assign my message to Dr. Campbell. Well, that is by design. That is on purpose. As all of us screen the portal for her, and whatever we can take care of on her behalf, we try to do. So that way her workload is either minimized or managed, basically, so she can take care of the really important things that the rest of us are unable to do on her behalf. Also, many people have asked, well, I don't know who to contact for what. In that case, you can hit any provider, and I'll show you that when I go through the tutorial, and any of us can read it and we can determine who needs to see your request in order to get it handled. But if you would like to know, I'll go through the list. I, as the nurse and health coach, will handle nursing related questions, any care plan questions if you're not quite sure what to do with the information that Dr. Campbell gave you in your care plan. I also do medical triage through the portal. So if you are having a medical concern that is semi-urgent or not urgent, then I can kind of go through and determine if I know the answer and can help you out, or if I need to put you in contact with Dr. Campbell, or if she can share the answer and then I will type it out for you or call you, which many of you have seen me do. If your request is urgent, if you need someone urgently, though, we do want you to talk to a human. We don't want you to have to wait. So if something urgent has happened and it's during business hours, by all means, call Keisha at the front desk and she can get you to the right person, be it me or Dr. Campbell. If it is after hours, we have the emergency phone and Dr. Campbell's direct line if need be. So those are your access points there. Specifically for the portal, though, I tend to handle those other triage issues. Katie is our IV tech and phlebotomist, so she would answer questions about your upcoming IV or after you left if you had any questions. She also will manage questions about lab draws or any kits that you may be sent home with or have mailed to you. If there's any questions about how to do the kit, or if you didn't receive something like a requisition form, she's your girl. Shantuan is our medical assistant, and he handles all of our prescription refills. He also is rooming patients during the day, and can answer any questions you might have about what to expect about your visit. He also does try and educate people about how to use the portal. So if you have a question after this video about the portal and you're going to be in the office, feel free to ask him as he's getting you checked in. One thing about prescription refills that's important to remember is that if your pharmacy is asking for a prescription refill on your behalf, that we would ask that you please refrain from also requesting the refill, because that's two different points of communication, and it is possible to do the work twice and not realize it. So just one entity needs to be requesting prescription refills. Keisha is our front desk coordinator, and she is the girl to talk to if you need an appointment. She handles all scheduling for me, for IVs, for Dr. Campbell, and she's your girl if you need that. If you have any questions about where to go for your x-ray or your ultrasound, she's also very helpful with those resources. And she can handle matters of paying bills and invoices for insurance requisitions and things like that. If you need major billing help, anything to do with membership, then you'll want to contact Natalie. And she also has a place in the portal for assignments, for assigned messages. So that's what everyone does. But again, if you're not sure or you don't remember, just click any provider. We'll figure out who needs to take care of you. Then you might say, well, I don't know where to go to log in. So let me show you. I'm going to share my screen. This is campbellfamilymedicine.com, our current website. It is currently in the process of being updated to be more phone friendly. Right now, it does not present very well on a phone. And we realize many of our patients are using their phone for most things. So that will be corrected. If, as you're perusing our website, you see anything that needs to be corrected, please feel free to share that with us as we move through this process of updating our website. But if you need to know how to log in, as of right now, and I don't think it will change, the member login is at the top right corner of our website. You just click that button and it will take you to the page where you log into the portal. You can just plug in your username and password and log in. There are these buttons here, forgot password and forgot username, if you need some help. If you have trouble with those, please reach out to us. We have a way on the back end to send you a password reset if this does not help you. So once you have logged into the portal, it's going to look something like this. We're logged into John Doe's chart right now, so I can give you a little tour, as it were, of the portal. So this is the home page, and it will give you an alert on the home page if there's anything that you need to attend to. But the main part that we're going to look at is this menu on the right-hand side of the page. So if at any time you need to get back to the home page, you just press home. The next tab is My Account Details. And it is where you can put your basic contact information and your photo, which we love to have photos of our patients. It's very helpful. So feel free to upload your favorite picture of yourself. And then further down the page is where you can upload your insurance information. That can sometimes be helpful when we refer you to other providers, and then they already have your insurance information on file and can contact you if there's any issue with that. Moving on, the next tab that we have is questionnaires. So all new patients must fill out questionnaires before they see Dr. Campbell. This is paramount in learning more about our patients so we can offer the best care possible and come up with some resolution of symptoms and better patient care. So many of you remember filling out all these questionnaires. But at the top is for all returning patients. We are asking everyone who has an in-person visit to please fill out a COVID-19 screening questionnaire. We need to make sure that those who come into the space are keeping our staff safe as well as other patients in the building. Just because you've had any exposure to COVID will not impact your care. We will find a way to take care of you. If you need a screening test, we have been doing those maybe out in the car instead of you coming into the building, but Dr. Campbell will take care of you. We just need to do it in a way that keeps everyone safe. The next two questionnaires are the health journey and the medical symptom questionnaire. Dr. Campbell does look at these forms, so you are not filling them out in vain. And they just kind of help direct the course of your visit. The medical symptom questionnaire you're going to fill out as if you're talking about the last 48 hours. We call that the MSQ, and we use the scores as an objective measurement for your health over time. How many complaints, do you have in number form? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? Most of our patients, we see a trend towards better. We like to show that to people. It's a testament to the work that you've done to make yourself healthier. The next tab over here on the right is the secure message tab. I imagine this is one of those tabs you'd use a lot. It is where you will send secure messages and receive our responses. So if you would like to send a secure message, you just click the button there and you can type a subject, you can type any amount of information that you'd like into that large white box. And then this is where you can decide who you want to assign your message to. Again, if you don't know, just hit no preference and the right person will take care of you. And then you can tell us how you'd like us to respond, if you would prefer a phone call. And if you don't need a response, you just click this box at the bottom and then hit send. And then when our message comes back to you, you'll see it at the bottom of the screen here. So that is the secure messages. The next tab is My Appointments, which will show upcoming appointments. And we hope to implement online scheduling at some point, but we are not currently doing that. When we do, this is where you'll do it. The next most used tab is Labs and Documents. For those of you who have Zoom visits with Dr. Campbell or phone visits, you'll get a progress note at the end of that visit, and it comes through your portal and it says, here is your encounter summary with Dr. Campbell for today. This is where you're going to click to find that encounter note. Typically, any folder that we have used to file away a document that you can see is labeled here. When I send your end of visit summaries, it's going to be under progress notes, and John Doe doesn't have any progress notes, so I can't show you that. But you can see there are tabs for different miscellaneous information. For example, we can click on labs and see that he has a result here. And if you clicked on this box, then it would open in a new window, whatever that document is. Now, if we've asked you to upload a picture, send us a picture of a wound, an injury, your supplements, sometimes we ask for that, you would want to do that with the Upload New Document button, and you will just name it whatever it is that needs to be named, choose your file by browsing on your computer or your laptop, and you can share any notes about this document that are important to you, and then just hit add, and that will show up on our end of the portal so we can review it and accept it to your chart. Under Labs and Documents, we have My Vitals. This tab shows your last blood pressure, heart rate, weight, and height, as well as a history if there is some to be shown. It's also a place that you can add readings that you have collected at home. So if we've asked you to check your blood pressure or to monitor your weight, this is the tab that you would come to enter those values. The next tab is called My Medications, and this is where you can view current medications as well as expired, discontinued medications and request refills. Unfortunately, at this time, this is not available on the app for your phone, but our plan is to make it that way in the future. But just so you know, this is where you come to request a refill or to add a new medication. So say you went to your cardiologist and they said you needed to start some blood pressure medicine, you could press the add a medication button and look it up. And then it will alert me in the portal to add that medication to your chart. Same with my supplements, which is next. You can see the supplements that are current as well as supplements that you've told us you take in the past. You can add new supplements with this button down here at the bottom. Again, it'll show up on my side of the portal, which I'll be able to accept and add to your chart. If you'll notice, on most of these screens, there is a link to send us a secure message. So there are multiple ways to do the same thing. The next tab is My Allergies. These will be all of the things that you've told us you are allergic or intolerant to, with your ability to make a note with a little pen and paper here, to delete, or to add a new allergy. If you had an anaphylactic allergy to penicillin because someone else prescribed it, we might want to know more about that. All of that information shows up in the portal. I can then accept and add this new information to your chart. If you were to delete an allergy, we'd want to talk more about that before we make that kind of decision in your medical record. The next tab is My Pharmacies. So you may add a pharmacy here, especially this is especially helpful if you've moved or if you've just trying out a new place. You may also hit the trash can to delete a pharmacy if you no longer use that one. And then there's a button to make this my primary pharmacy, and that just puts it at the top of the list for us, so that way we know you prefer to use that one. Now, those of you who do come for IV therapy, you may see a compounding pharmacy in your list that we use to reorder the products in your IV. So just keep that in mind. You wouldn't want to delete that one if you're wanting to enjoy your IVs. The next tab is My Visit Summaries, and these are all the signed notes in your chart. You can click Show Details, and if there is anything that's been added to the patient side of the note details, they will show up here. For example, when you come to see Dr. Campbell and I am scribing the visit, I create a note that has the scribed information in it, and it contains your patient instructions. So that is another place for you to see the encounter summary and all of the actionable items that Dr. Campbell gave you from your visit. You may also have the option to print here as well. And then finally, we have the Invoices and Payment tab. So you can look at statements or invoices. If you have any questions about either of these, please contact Keisha, because this is something that she is more inclined to help you with. And if she doesn't know the answer, she can forward you to Natalie. So this is the browser version of your portal, but we also have an app version. So I'm going to show you that. I've just got to switch screens. For Campbell Family Medicine, it's going to look like this with the swirl. The first time you download the app and go to use it, it's going to look like this. And you are going to click on Turn on Personal Notification. Then you will see this screen. So you'll type in your email, your username, and your portal password and hit Submit. If you do not remember what your portal password is, remember, we can send you a reset link, or you can go to the browser and click the Forgot Password button. So once we're inside the app, you'll press the little hamburger down at the bottom to pull up the menu. You have the home button to take you home. You have the About button, which takes you to campbellfamilymedicine.com. So you can take a look at our website. The Appointments button allows you to search your previous appointments. We have a future plan of allowing you to self-schedule through the app. That is coming. Next, we have secure messages. Your messages to and from will show here. You will hit the little airplane in the top right corner to start a new message. Type subject, note, and how you would prefer your reply, and hit submit. The other way to send messages is with the little chat icon at the very bottom next to the hamburger. It takes you to the same place. So click those 3 lines again, the hamburger there, to get the menu, and you can take a look at your encounter history, which will show past appointments. Then you can click on Documents, which will show you all of the tabs that contain documents that have been made available to you in the portal. And you just would click on one of the headings, and it will show you all of those questionnaires. And then you can just click on whichever one you want to open, and it will take you to whatever that document is. Next, we have orders. So if there are any open orders in your chart, they'll show up here. If this is a good place to go look and see if there's anything that still needs to be done in your care plan that required a doctor's order. Then there's a medications tab where you can take a look at active and expired medications. As I said earlier, you cannot yet refill request medications or make changes to your medications through the app. Our intention is that this will be coming soon. Next is the tab for supplements, and it'll show you supplements that are listed in your chart, but again, at this time, we are unable to make changes through the app. That would require the browser. You can click on notifications to show you any notifications that have been sent to you about appointments and that kind of thing. We have coming soon is the store, which will be a full script integration to allow you to purchase supplements through the app. Next, we have our Campbell Family Medicine YouTube page. It's multiple videos of Dr. Campbell teaching you about different health-related topics. And then you've got help videos specifically about how to use the app, as well as your ability to log out. And then notice along the bottom you have the shopping cart. You have the person. The person is about your personal details, so name, whether you're male or female, your birthday, things like that. And then the bell is another screen with your notifications. So that was your tour of the patient portal, either by browser or by app. Again, we are updating our website, so there are updates to come that we will share with you. If there was anything about the portal use that still isn't clear, please reach out. We would be happy to teach you how to use it, and just let us know. But we are here for you, and someone is monitoring the portal from the time we get to the office at 8 a.m. until most of us leave between 4 and 4:30 p.m. I do my best to respond to messages that are left in the portal by the end of the business day. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get the answer or to know all of the answer to respond to you, but if it's something quick and easy, I try and respond in between patients as quickly as I can, as do most of the staff. So if you have any questions about anything, send us a portal message. Reach out to us. Let us know. Thank you so much for your time and attention. We appreciate you.